Hello, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Today we will discuss the ceasefire challenges. What could break the fragile peace agreement? The recent ceasefire between Israel and Hamas has brought temporary relief to a region ravaged by conflict, but its fragility cannot be ignored. Both internal and external factors threaten to derail the agreement, potentially reigniting hostilities. Understanding these challenges is key to preserving the fragile face peace. First one is deep rooted mistrust. Second one is internal political pressure. Third one is at provocative actions by extremist groups. Fourth one is lack of progress on key issues. Fifth one is economic and humanitarian crisis in Afghanistan, in Gaza. Six in external interference and regional dynamics. Seven one is weak international oversight. Eighth one is miscommunication and escalation. Now we will discuss each of these challenge in details to understand the scenario in a better way. First one, the deep-rooted mistrust. Decades of animosity and repeated ceasefire violations have created profound mistrust between Israel and Hamas. Without genuine efforts to build trust through transparency and mutual concessions, even minor disputes could lead to a breakdown of the truce. Second, challenge is internal political pressures. In Israel, far right political factions vehemently oppose any concessions to Hamas, viewing them as a sign of weakness. Similarly, Hamas faces pressure from more radical factions within Gaza, which may reject the terms of the ceasefire and push for continued resistance. Third challenge is the provocative actions by extremist groups. Extremist groups operating within Gaza or the West Bank could launch attacks on Israeli targets, undermining the ceasefire. Likewise, actions by Israeli settlers in contested territories could provoke a violence response, escalating tensions. Fourth challenge is lack of progress on key issues. The ceasefire agreement focuses primarily on stopping immediate violence but does not address fundamental issues such as the blockade of Gaza, Palestinian statehood, or the state of Jerusalem. The failure to make progress on these matters could fuel frustration and lead to renewed conflict. Fifth challenge is economic and humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Gaza's economy remains on the brink of collapse with widespread unemployment, poverty, and insufficient access to essential services. If humanitarian aid and reconstruction efforts fail to meet the needs of the population, public discontent could push Hamas to abandon the truce. Sixth challenge is the external interference and regional dynamics. The involvement of other regional actors such as Iran, which supports Hamas, or the broader Arab Israeli normalization efforts could complicate the situation. Any perceived betrayal by Hamas of its resistance stance or Israeli actions targeting regional allies could destabilize the agreement. Eighth one is miscommunication and escalation. Seven one is weak international oversight. While international mediators have facilitated the ceasefire, the absence of the robust mechanisms to monitor and enforce compliance creates a vacuum that could be exploited by either side. Eighth one is miscommunication and escalation. Even isolated incidents such as incidental border violations or misinterpreted military actions could spiral out of the control in such a tense environment. Conclusion, a delicate balancing act. The ceasefire is a significant step towards peace, but it is precariously balanced on unresolved issues and political sensitivities. To prevent a collapse, both sides must exercise restraint, address humanitarian concerns, and engage in meaningful dialogue. While international mediators play a proactive role in maintaining the peace, without these efforts, the ceasefire could prove to be yet another fleeting pause in an enduring conflict. Thank you for watching.